Welcome to the podcast where we give ourselves the permission to talk about everything, whether it's Filipino culture, trending topics, and even our own personal mess.
So if you're down for deep convos, random laughs, and a sprinkle of Taglish chaos, then get comfy.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Phoebe.
And
you're listening to
Sige
Sis.
Oh my god, our first ever successful intro.
You guys didn't think we were going to do a podcast, did you? We are.
We are. Okay, so this is our very first episode, and I'm actually naming it the Hyphen Life.
Yeah, I don't get it.
What do you think that means? Don't read my prompt.
No, I can't even read that far. So
Okay.
I don't even know what it says. But I know you were saying it's something about being Filipino-American.
Okay. So I grew up, I was born and raised in Singapore, and then my
Bob.
and then my family and I migrated here in 2002. And since then I never have felt like I'm like either really Filipino or really American. And so when I was thinking of like the first episode, I was heavy on what is that like bridge. And if you look at it in a word, it's literally just a hyphen. But I feel like that's
Like Filipino-American?
Yeah. Because I'm not either or completely. Wait, does that make sense? I'm not fully just Filipino and I'm not fully just American.
Right, you don't relate to just one
Yeah.
side of it.
I don't think I relate to either.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that is where I was intrigued to where you feel about that or what you feel about that.
Oh, is that a question?
Yeah, genuinely, because you don't have the same like immigration backstory.
That's true. I was born here. I was born American.
Okay.
Yeah, I think for a really long time I only like yes, I'm Filipino, but I was very like American. Like I understood Tagalog.
So you're like Filipino-American.
Yeah, no. I joke around and I tell everyone that I'm American Filipino.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not till recently, like from when we became friends and like our recent friends now, that, well, like even our friends from work, from Uniqlo, that I've really, I don't want to say embrace because I feel like that's a strong word, but I've like
a side
leaned,
hook.
yeah, like I've leaned into being more Filipino.
Okay.
Yeah, like I slip up like as a fob. I'm like, I wasn't even born in the Philippines.
And
why
you
am
don't
I
even speak Tagalog?
Yeah, I mean I'm trying, I'm learning, but like why am I like having fob slip ups? It's because of you guys. I hang out with fobs. That's my whole friend group.
Well, since you bring up that word fob, go ahead and unpack what fob is.
It means fresh off the boat. And I think for a really long time it was very like, it was a slur.
Okay.
Where it was like not taboo, but don't be calling people a fob out loud. But now it's like,
I don't know. It's still kind of offensive.
oh, okay, I shouldn't say it then. Yeah, it just means like fresh off the boat, meaning you just immigrated from like the Philippines, from whatever part of Asia, whatever. So you have like an accent, you have a different like cultural values. You're different from being American because it's different here.
I think the main thing about like being a fob is like you can still tell that you're like not from here.
Yes.
So it's just like, okay, you're calling someone Filipino. Like, hey, you're Filipino.
Hey, you're a fob.
Yeah, you're a Filipino.
But fob isn't just Philippines. It's like,
no, it's for yes. But I guess in this context of our conversation, you're kind of just pointing out like the obvious, like yeah, that's what I am. But it's like in a way, it's still for people, it'll be offensive.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Okay.
that's rude.
But I'm saying like So like the fob aspect also is heavy on how you sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how we use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then certain people see it a different way. I guess it has like it's weighted in different ways.
Yeah, I think generation.
Yeah,
as
absolutely. Well. So like when you were growing up, did you like identify as a Filipino? Or you were just like, no, I'm American?
No, I did. Of course I did.
Okay. Well, how would you compare how you identified as a Filipino back then to now? Because you kind of touched up on it that you're like, hey, like I'm surrounded by more Filipinos now.
I think before it was like more of like it's like a bubble that you on like a Scantron or like
oh my gosh, the first time that they had Filipino,
it's not a lot though. It's only
it's not
like
a
it's
lot,
very rare.
but it's not like there was definitely a time frame that it was like, are you Asian or are you Pacific Islander? And I was just like, okay, well, I don't look like what's the word, Oriental Asian? Is that the nice way of saying that?
Oriental was also a slur back then.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
But I'm not like that kind of Asian, and I'm not like, how do you explain it? So then
like Islander?
No, so it wasn't like I wasn't Chinese, I wasn't Japanese, I wasn't Korean, but I also wasn't like
from like Samoa, like that.
But I wasn't like also like Indian. I was like
like Southeast Asian.
Yes, like Filipinos have a very like specific look. Like for the most part, if you line us up with Asians, with other Asians, like
you gonna know who's Filipino.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like I don't see myself as Asian, but I also don't think that I'm, does that make sense? So I thought that I was falling under Pacific Islander.
No, you were one of those.
Yes, we're like two scantrons.
No, I always put Asian.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy. Dimitri would be so upset with me.
No, I know. He does say that we should be choosing Islander, but because Philippines is an island, I understand. But I think if you're growing up in my generation, you were not considered Islander. You were considered Asian. So that's like embedded in my head that I'm part of the Asian community.
Okay. So what would you say that your experience of like identifying as a Filipino now compared to identifying as a Filipino before, were they different?
I think so, because I'm also a lot older than I was.
Okay.
Like obviously I'm older now. But yeah, I think I've like before I grew up eating Filipino food every single day. So
really?
Girl. Yes. So when I got old enough, like working and having like my own money, it was probably my least favorite food because it was just too much.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I hate going into Tita Celia's, bro.
You be smelling like
suka.
Ugh.
That's what it is. No, not suka.
It smells like ulam.
Yeah, but it's because they're so heavy on like vinegar and
yeah, like my shirt smells like it goes through my bra.
My hair.
I'd be like, dang, I need to wash my bra. Everything smells. Like it's not bad. It just smells like Filipino food.
It's like you came from a food place.
You came from Tita Celia's.
Yeah, because it's not always.
Yeah.
Like you can go to Jollibee and you won't walk out smelling like Jollibee.
But Tita Celia's is like
two row.
Yes, it's like a local here in our city.
Yeah.
Like a local spot.
Okay. Delicious. Stop. I literally hear it so clearly.
I'm a gassy girl.
Okay. Would you say that you ever, I don't know if this applies to you, like growing up, like not feeling Filipino enough?
Low key, sometimes I would forget I was Filipino. I'm being so serious. Okay. It's like, yes, I know that I am, but I think it's because I didn't grow up in the Philippines.
Okay.
I grew up here in America, so I'm very like American. How I speak. I would like it, not necessarily like, oh my gosh, I forgot I was Filipino. But it was never something that I thought about. Like there was no
there's no conscious like, oh hey, I'm Filipino.
Yeah.
What were the moments that made you realize I'm Filipino-American, not just Filipino, not just American? Like that there's a conscious like hyphen there.
You know what? The one thing that comes to my mind is when we first became friends, Erica asked me if my parents speak Tagalog at home or English. And I was like, oh, my parents always talk to me in English.
And then we were on the phone and I was like, your mom straight up talks to you only in Tagalog.
Yeah, no, yeah. And that's what I was going to say is that's the point. Because I didn't realize that my parents, because I think about it now and I'm like, wait, my parents do talk to me in Tagalog like 100%. Yes.
Yeah. But so like, because I'm actually surprised because it's like you grew up understanding Tagalog, but you were born and raised here.
Yes. I spoke Tagalog until I was like 8.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
I told you.
We have been friends for how... No, this is new information to me.
I spoke Tagalog when I was younger. My sister and I did. But the teachers at school were like, they talked to my parents and they're like, we cannot understand what your kid... Because, we're like these little kids and we're like, can I have the water? Miss Queen, can I have the water? Where are the left-hand scissors? Like that. So they couldn't understand. Miss Queen was the name of my teacher, actually. They were saying they couldn't understand us because our accents were so thick. So they told my parents, you need to talk to Micah and Phoebe in English at home. And that is a lie. Because you kids now can learn up to like 7 languages.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's my teacher's uncomfortability and like not wanting to learn and understand,
like to make the conscious effort of being like, okay, this is what she's saying. Like they wanted it to be like hard, like,
and therefore it got put on me and my sister that we had to, like, everything was in English.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So before I move on to the next point, I'm gonna piggyback off of that because it's so strange to me. When I moved here, I was probably 8 or 9. But growing up in Singapore, I had a yaya. And she was like, girl, I'm not feeding you unless you talk to me in Tagalog.
Who had a... I didn't have a yaya. If you grew up in America as a Filipino, we didn't have yayas.
Okay, but you have to understand the difference of how easy it was to bring someone to Singapore versus how like difficult it is to even get a US visa, to even visit and like go. And you're genuinely gonna say like, I'm going to Disneyland, and they'll be like, you're lying, you're gonna be a TNT.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so I grew up speaking Tagalog, and I actually had a little bit of a like Visaya accent because our yaya was Bisaya.
Oh.
Yeah. So my parents were like, that's so weird that you have that accent. Mm-hmm. But anyways, as it progressed, like when we moved here, it was like the way that TFC now and the way that we have Seafood City now, we weren't living here yet. So like, I don't remember. I think there was like this random local channel that would randomly have Eat Bulaga before it was cable.
Yes. No, we had it here too at the house.
And my mom was like, oh my God, we have Eat Bulaga. And I remember that was the only way that we kept up with like the news and
Filipino culture.
Filipino, yes. And so my brother didn't really have that growing up. So like he understands most things, but he'll be like, wait, say that again. Like explain that further. So, because you know how some like Tagalog words will have different meanings?
Yes.
Like mahal and mahal.
Yeah.
like he'll just be like, okay, explain that. I thought that meant this, you know? So I was like, that's crazy because for me, like I feel like I never actually grew up in the Philippines. I would spend my summers there, but I never like went to school there. But I identify with being
more Filipino than American.
Yes.
Right.
But then when I'm here, when I'm there,
you identify more as American.
Yes.
Oh, I understand now why you're saying you don't feel like
I don't belong anywhere.
Yes. Except for God's house.
Amen, sister.
Period.
No, yeah. So, because when I'm in the Philippines, I'm very like, there's that whole thing. It's a common thing, I think, where they code switch. Because I can talk English like this, but I can talk English like how Filipinos talk English.
Go ahead, sample it. Sample it. They want to hear it. Sample it. I don't know what that means.
Okay, I need a sentence.
Like, let's go to the mall to buy new shoes and get ice cream.
That's a really okay. So let's go to the mall and buy new shoes and get ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. Oh my gosh!
Okay. Don't be shy.
I'm a little shy.
It's just me and her at the house, really.
But this is going out to people, and they're gonna be like,
and I'm gonna share it.
And we know that you know half of Carson.
No, I don't.
Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the mall, and then we're gonna buy ice cream.
How is that code switching? You're speaking
English
in English in a Tagalog accent of someone who's trying
to speak English.
Yes, that's what it is, isn't it?
I guess, kind of. But it's not necessarily like that because it's like the grammar is correct. Right? But it's just like the way that they say it is different. So it's like, okay, so.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It's like the Filipino influencers, right? On Instagram.
Yes, exactly. Because it's like, my mom will be like, if we're in the Philippines and we're trying to like pay for like, I don't know, horseback riding. Like, you know, like in
Ta'al.
Ta'al.
To Ta'al is what I said.
Yeah. They'll like, my mom will be like, go take your brother over there because he's going to start speaking English and they're going to charge us like a different amount.
Oh, yes. I'm the quiet one when we're in the Philippines. So, I will not say nothing.
So when I'm speaking English in the Philippines, I try not to stand out. So I'll talk the way that they talk English.
But regardless.
But I'll still switch to Tagalog.
No, like if you go to the Philippines, even if I knew Tagalog 100% and I could speak it fluently, just the way I look, I don't look like I'm from the Philippines.
Oh, fair.
Is what I was going to say.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. Like if, you know.
That's also true.
Yeah.
I can be in like the same concept of like, okay, I'm in chinelas and shorts and a t-shirt.
And like a tank top or something.
And it still looks different.
No, yeah. You just look like you're not from the Philippines.
I also wear makeup. Like, I get like shamed for wearing so much makeup when I'm in the Philippines. They're like, what are you doing? You're going to sweat that off. Which is true. I do. But
they're right.
They're absolutely right. But I have setting spray that's waterproof.
Not to be mistaken for waterproof.
No.
Waterproof. Froop?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I think that I live in that hyphen. Whereas for yourself,
I'm just American, Filipino everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Oh my gosh. That's a really good way of putting that. Like, Filipino doesn't come first for you.
No, and some people might get upset at that. I'll still say Filipino-American, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think relating wise, because I grew up here, I'm like American Filipino.
You don't have that Filipino culture or no, Filipino like homeland.
correct
experience because that isn't your homeland.
Yeah, as opposed to my dad. My dad goes to the Philippines like 4 to 5 times a year.
He thrives.
He loves going to the Philippines, and I'm like dreading every year that I have to go.
Yeah. I would love to be able to go, but that's a different.
We should go. You should go, and then we'll do a podcast there.
In the Philippines? Ooh, okay. This is a question that I'm actually really excited to hear what your answer is.
To ask me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to ask me back. Because I haven't thought about it actually.
Okay. So do you want me to ask you first?
No. I think it's funnier with you.
Okay. I need a fart, but yes. I'm so gassy. Sorry.
Okay. What is your favorite Tagalog word that does not directly translate into English?
That's hard.
I know. That's why I haven't thought about it. Because I was like, wait, what?
I was going to say kilig, but that obviously and apparently has been translated.
Oh, it has?
Yes. It was like that whole thing on Instagram where everyone's like, kilig is now just like in the dictionary or like whatever it was. I was like,
oh, I thought that was gigil.
Oh. Listen, they sound the same. Is it gigil?
I thought it was gigil. It's like when you can't explain how like
I thought it was kilig.
It could be both. Because I feel like kilig has a direct translation. It's like butterflies.
Butterfly kisses. Butterfly rain. I don't know, because what word doesn't have a direct translation? Yeah, what's yours? Ampalaya.
You're just trying to think of the longest Filipino word you know.
I don't know a lot of Tagalog words like that, like on the top of my head.
I can't actually think of one.
What does opo have a?
Oh.
Opo.
I don't know if that's my favorite one, but opo doesn't have it. I think it's just like, actually, it's like a yes, sir, or yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Hello, ma'am, sir. Welcome to Jollibee.
Would you like to try our jolly spaghetti?
With our jolly chicken. What's their chicken called? Their Chicken Joy.
Jolly chicken.
Have a jolly day.
No.
Isaac says, What I will say is me trying to figure out these words is like opo, kuya, and ate. Are you smelling the mic?
No, I'm putting my lip up against it so I know I'm close enough so you can hear.
Disgusting.
Is it close enough?
Disgusting. That Filipino culture has a difference. I think that's a main difference in American culture is the respect that we have for older people.
I think that's most Asian countries. Because Koreans also have like oma, oppa.
Americans don't be caring.
Okasan, obasan.
Abuela.
Oh.
That just means grandma, no?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what... I feel like most Tagalog words have a direct translation.
I think it's gigil then. Maybe gigil is my favorite.
You're just like
word.
This. My neck muscles.
Oh, okay. So what would you probably say is a trait you like about... Ooh, okay. This one is not listed on my
I can't see it anyways.
Oh, okay.
I don't have my eyeglasses.
What would you say is a trait that Americans have that Filipinos should have? And then vice versa.
I think boundaries.
Oh.
Like in terms of being able to speak up for yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I think in the Filipino culture, people like like I just said, we have like respect for people, not just people older than us, but in general, we have respect for each other and like others around us.
Yeah.
So it can go to the extreme where we choose not to say things that hurt our feelings. We choose not to say things that bother us and all of that because we don't want to hurt the other person's feelings.
Even though it's hurting ours.
Correct. Or like it's like it becomes like an issue. But I feel like in American culture, it's like if it's bothering me, I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to confront it and I'm going to like let you know. Right? Like I feel like that's how Americans are. Like the Pute people, they're very aggressive.
You know what though? I think that's a trait that I took on.
Oh God. I want to make this higher too.
Twist this. Yeah. Is the fact that I am very like you can see me holding it like a bat. It's baseball season, guys.
I know. You better wrap it up because the game's starting.
Oh my gosh, in like 5 minutes. Ew. Okay, so I was gonna say that's a trait that I
sorry.
That's definitely a trait that I took on like here.
When you moved to America.
Because I feel like that's a trait that my parents also needed me to have.
Yeah. Oh, we can touch on that in another topic about you being the oldest in your family and what you had to take on.
Being an ate.
Correct. To parents who migrated here.
As like first generation.
Yep.
Ooh. Maybe next episode. Actually, I have a schedule for the episodes already, so be on the lookout for that. Now do it Filipinos have that Americans should have.
I'm so tempted to say like the same thing. Because it can go like on I don't know how to explain it. Why am I answering? Why are you not answering?
Oh, I'll answer after.
You answer the first one then.
Oh, okay. So I definitely think it's Okay, so a trait that Americans have that Filipinos don't have. Not necessarily that they don't have it, but it's like
majority.
Yeah. I would probably say like the kind of piggybacking off of yours, I guess, of like being a bit more outspoken, but not just that. It's like being able to respect another person's like feedback. Because a lot of the times, like I'll communicate something with my tita, my lola, my mom, my parents, actually, I should say.
Oh, and they don't take. They think it's disrespect.
Yes. Yeah. And it's not just like me sticking up for myself or me like communicating what I'm feeling. It's like, oh, you're bold enough to
you think you're better than us?
Yes. You have something to say. And I'll be like, you asked me a question.
Yeah.
But it comes off so like
disrespectful.
Yeah. So it's like, it's okay. One, like I wish, yes, like let's be able to advocate for ourselves. But the other thing is like, if someone's advocating for themselves, don't downplay, because like it takes a lot to like be able to say that.
That's true.
And it's like, it's funny because Brian and Kay were talking about this in the car, and they're like, this is like the premise of every movie in the Philippines. It's like, did you check on me? Did you check if I was okay? Like, but it's just like, why does it always get to that point where there's like everyone has so much hurt built up?
Oh yeah.
Because it's just like when someone is trying to advocate for themselves or like explain a situation, someone takes it the wrong way. Should I answer the other way around?
Yeah, because I feel like I don't have one.
Okay. I think a trait that Filipinos have that Americans should incorporate is probably like, the
American flag.
I pledge allegiance.
That's what you were doing.
No, it's definitely the hospitality of Filipinos.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Filipinos are so welcoming.
Yes.
Very, like they will take care of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's like at the expense of their own.
Yes. Yeah. Which is why I feel like Filipinos are really good nurses. That's why.
I think in any customer service based environment,
aka us.
No, literally. I'm not even gassing myself up, but for the longest, like my manager currently thrives. Phoebe thrives when when I'm in the lobby.
Oh yeah, true.
And when I'm the person that's like greeting, she's just like, "Oh my god, the energy is so good." Even though like in the back of my mind, I'm having the worst day,
or you're just not feeling good,
or I'm not just feeling it at all.
True.
I think that's definitely something that they can take from the Filipino people.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
No, that's a really good one.
Because
I'm just gonna have to agree on it because I agree wholeheartedly.
You're just gonna double down on that. Yeah. Because other ethnicities, I think, are very like, this is right, this is wrong, this is like policy, this is what we do, this is how it's done, and then it's just like, all right, customer service. So then it's like, I'm very curious as to how like the American customer service started with the customer's always right, because they don't. I get horrible customer service these days. I'm going to be so honest.
Yeah, same.
When someone is so good at their job and they're able to make
we get moved, which I feel like is like weird, because it's like, if that's your job, why should we feel moved that you're doing your job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I about to?
No.
Yeah. Double down? No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah. So it's like when you do see that, like, our recent trip, homegirl was for sure Filipino.
Who?
Our waiter at 888. Shout out you, Ashley.
Shout out Ashley.
Wait, is that her name?
Yeah, it is. Okay. We follow each other on Yelp.
Slow down,
Sally.
Besties. No, but yeah. So I was like, oh my god, her service was so good.
She was.
Like, she laughs with us. She makes recommendations. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Bruh, sometimes when you and I go out, we're the ones that bring the customer service to the...
It's true. Because we
welcome ourselves in.
I'd be walking inside a store and I'm like, welcome to Adidas. I'll be like, thank you. And you're laughing because you know I do that.
No, she does. And I'm like, who? What's that? She's like, me. Nobody welcomed me in.
Yeah, it's true.
So I think that wraps up our very first podcast episode. Wow.
What were you gonna say that you were so excited for?
Yeah, so be on the lookout for the next coming episodes, you guys. We are gonna be dropping episodes every other Tuesday.
Every other week, yeah.
So please be on the lookout for that. I'm very excited about this, and I hope you kind of join.
I pulled up the game.
I hope you guys are ready to tune in, because I low-key think that Phoebe and I have really good conversations, and we're like, dang.
That nobody else hears.
Yes. I also
kind of nervous because I don't know if we're going to tone that back a little bit, like dial back.
Maybe.
Because sometimes what we say is really out of pocket and we might get canceled.
But also, I will say there's a lot of people who follow us, like follow you, and then they see me, and then follow me and they see you.
Right.
And they're always like, you guys look like such a good time, or like, you guys always look like you're having so much fun. And I think this is like definitely a platform that we can
give you guys like a glimpse of how Erica and I
are
in like, real life,
where the camera isn't always like, oh, hey, I'm getting this.
I'm recording. Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously we're recording, but like, anyways, we had some technical difficulties. But anything you want to add?
No, I'm just really excited to start this podcast because I think we've teased about literally we're just joking around about starting a podcast, like from my mini mic series.
Oh my gosh, TBT to the mini mic.
Okay. Yeah, I was always joking around about podcasts, and then even together. We would joke around about a podcast, and I don't know, I think it's our time.
So I hope you guys tune into this new adventure we're kind of going on
together.
Yeah, and I'm so excited to wear like all the possibilities of this podcast, and yeah. If you like this,
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Share and subscribe.
It's true.
All right, and that's it for today's Chica Mga Sis.
Thanks for listening to Sige Sis. We're here every other Tuesday with more cuento, laughs, and a little bit of chaos.
See you next time.
Cut. And the Dodger game just started.